Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Ew, look at Monica with her background in Greece. You go, Monica. Woohoo!
Oh, yeah, I'm on mute. Hey, my friend, how are you?
Very good. Good to see you.
Hey, Bo. How are you, Bo?
I'm very good. How are you?
Very good. I just booked 2 celebrity suites for you.
Very good.
Hey, here's a question for you.
You got some awesome clients on the online with us right now. That's awesome.
So how you been, Bo?
Very good. Really good. I can't complain. Blessed.
Yeah, people is definitely getting very excited coming out with all the new promotions and everything.
Yes.
Too,
Great
between
stuff.
yesterday and today. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Things are moving along. I can't wait.
Hi, Constance.
Yeah. Yes, I can too.
Look at Steve's background.
Yeah, I know. He's in the Caribbean somewhere there. I love it. The Caribbean with the wind behind him. I even makes it even more live. I'm sitting in the retreat.
I see you.
There you go.
I'm excited.
Well, so what can I say, Bo? You rather stay on the ship. I'm getting out to explore.
There you go. I'm with you. I'm with you.
People to connect.
So if you're not going to be speaking, I think it's really good to stay on muted. That way you don't hear each other's noises. You're all doing wonderful. Beautiful rainy day, huh? Denise, if you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
I'm actually talking to Carlos.
Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah, all good. Making sure you're not talking to me, so. There goes Carlita. Hi, Carlos. How are you today?
How you doing? How's everything?
Very good. Very good. Very excited to be here with you all today.
That's great. Me too. Me too. Thank you for for doing this. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Working with you guys is always a pleasure.
No, we appreciate it. We're very excited to have this opportunity to really spend some time with you and with our clients and share with our clients everything that celebrity has to say about the retreat experience, the suite experience.
Yes.
And you know, it's such a it's such an effort that celebrities making to elevate the brand and to really to really up the experience.
Yes.
We thought the best way to do this, to really achieve this, is to just have this webinar and this event where we can actually explain in terms of the suite experience.
Yes, absolutely. We will definitely focus on that and much more. I'm just excited to see all these beautiful faces. Everybody is here. So Just let me know when we're ready and we can start. The cruise
Yeah.
The cruise industry, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Carlos.
No, what I was going to say is I want to kind of start welcoming our guests today and those that have joined so far. So a little bit of a couple of housekeeping items here. What we're going to do is it's 2:56 Eastern Standard Time, and the expectation is that we are going to get well over 50 people joining today, and probably much more. We're going to keep it quaint, but we're going to keep it private. We're going to keep it very exclusive, but at the same time, very educational. And the idea here is to allow everybody to join in within the next couple of minutes. By 3 p.m. by 3 o'clock, we're going to kind of get started with some introductions while we allow for the rest of the people to log in by 3:04, 3:05, the latest. We should get started with your presentation and with your, I guess you have a slideshow, right?
Yes.
So on Celebrity Retreat and the Celebrity Suite experience. And then toward the end, we will open up the mics for, to allow everybody to ask questions. I know everybody has questions, not only about the suite and the retreat experience, but also about the, what's going on with the sailings. Many of the people that are joining us today are eager to get back to sailing, or eager to get back to, to traveling. So we'll have an opportunity to ask those questions and open it up for that. We also want to remind everybody that are joining, and we'll do this again toward the end, that for everybody that joined, we're extending an additional $300 shipboard credit for any suite booking. Okay. And let's see, what else? What other housekeeping items do we have to cover?
Well, I will be announcing another, in addition to the 300, something else nice. So they stay at the end. Good. So let's see. So we'll let everybody else join in. We're gonna wait just a little bit for that to happen, and then we'll make some formal introductions. By the way, those that are joining thus far, please notice the chat box in this Zoom event, and please be sure to type your questions while we're speaking in that box. We will open up mics and open it up for an open conversation toward the end. But during Bo's presentation, I want to make sure that you guys know that you can ask your questions in the box, and then some of your questions are going to get addressed as they come by our team members. And then some of those questions are just going to get addressed. I'll read them all one by one at the end. I'll make sure to not leave any of them out. Usually our events such as this one, they'll last, we usually schedule them for about an hour, but we usually go over an hour with all the questions that we have. So know that if for whatever reason you have to log off before that, there's going to be a recording of this presentation of the entire event that is going to be sent out to everybody later. So don't feel bad if you have other events or anything else happening in your day. We will make sure to get you a recording of this event. Okay, so this chat box that you guys see, and I'm going to type in. Denise, do me a favor. Go ahead and type in Luxury Cruise Connections contact information, just in case. I sent my questions. Michael, I read your question. I sent my questions. Do I have to repeat them here? No, you don't. If there's anything that you feel that we're missing that we didn't address, please do. But your questions that you sent us via email are in our list of questions to ask, and we'll address them toward the end. Okay, so no worries. But if for whatever reason you feel that we're missing something, please feel free to type in here. Okay, so I'm just going to say, this is where you ask questions. Welcome. Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice.
So, okay, is it 3 already? Perfect. So, formally, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. We have 55 people already joining our Zoom event, and I'm sure within the next few minutes, that number is going to go up above 60 at least. That means usually when we get over 60 people in this event, usually means that there's a high interest to hear what we have to say, which is really
Yes,
so.
we are excited as well.
Yeah, so quick introductions, and then I'll go over kind of the expectations of today's event one more time. So first of all, let me start off by saying Bo Franz, who you see on the screen right now. Bo, wave your hand.
Hello, everybody. Oops.
There you go. So Bo is basically our guardian angel at Celebrity, right?
I like to think that, yes.
Bo has way more contacts than I do at Celebrity. And
After 35 years, I better do.
she works, yes, she's been with Celebrity for a long, long time. And I am the CEO and founder of Luxury Cruise Connections. And Bo and I and Bo and the rest of my team speak on a daily basis.
Yep.
And Bo is I guess one of the reasons why our relationship with Celebrity is so great, because of the magic that she allows us or helps us pull through, we're able to make our clients very, very happy. And so for those that are new to Luxury Cruise Connections, you will have an opportunity to learn more about us, but we are a full-fledged cruise agency. We focus on high-end, and we specialize, well, I'm going to say our specialty is making our clients happy, but advising our clients on cruises around the world. We have a team of experts that create personal relationships with their clients. And we are one of the few cruise agencies that didn't actually shut down during this pandemic. We stayed open because we believe in the importance of making our clients happy and taking care of our clients even during the hardest times. And with all these cancellations and suspensions and uncertainty happening, the last thing we could do was shut down. So obviously we're very, very much here servicing our clients and doing extremely well. And as demand for cruising starts coming back, we felt it was very important to open up the opportunity for Bo to come on board and share with our clients and guests some of the latest things happening at Celebrity. So I'm going to let Bo talk more about that. What I do want to make sure we cover is a couple of things. Number one, for those that just joined, remember there's a chat box in your Zoom, and you can type in your questions there while the presentation is going on. And toward the end, we'll allow for some open questions. We'll allow for open mic, and we'll have an opportunity to, we'll go over every single one of the questions. Now, during the event, as you type questions, don't be surprised if you get approached by one of our Luxury Cruise Connections advisors and answer your questions directly, or just approach to say hi. We are into creating personal relationships, so just in case, know that might happen. And they might be able to answer many of your questions as we go. Anyway, in any case, you will notice anybody that works for Luxury Cruise Connections, because next to their name, you're going to see that it says dash Luxury Cruise Connections. And then obviously next to Bo's name says Celebrity Cruises. Okay. So it's 3:04. We're about to get started formally with our presentation. For those that just joined and don't remember, know that we do have a $300 shipboard credit certificate going your way for attending this event on your next Celebrity Suite booking. And that's it. We're just gonna let Bo take it away. Everybody, welcome to our retreat Zoom event. Thank you for being here. Like I said, I'm the CEO of the company of Luxury Cruise Connections. And Bo, why don't you make an introduction, who you are, what you do,
Yes.
and take it away.
Thank you so much, first of all, Carlos, for putting this together. You guys you rock as always. I am blessed to have you guys as partners. And I wanted to just a little thing about me is, again, my name is Bo Franz, and I am the market sales manager for Celebrity Cruises. In fact, I worked with, as you all know, we are part of the royal group. So Royal Caribbean, Celebrity Cruising, and SMR, and Silver Sea are part of the whole family. I started working with this brand with Royal Caribbean back in the 80s. And guess what? I love the cruising so much that I'm here 34 years later. So I am very blessed. I am very happy to say that I love Celebrity Cruises out of all my other sister brands because of what they stand for and because of what we are and the greatest experience that we offer to our guests day in, day out. I feel that when I'm talking to you, I talk from the heart because that's what I believe in. So with that said, I'm going to share my screen so we can talk about what we really are brought you in today for. And I want to start out with an overall little bit about what's going on with Celebrity, and then we're going to move into specifically the retreat as we agreed to. Okay, I am going to share my screen now, and hopefully we have no hiccups. All right, does everybody see my screen? Yes? Denise, do you see my screen? Can you respond to me?
Yes, we see your screen perfectly fine.
Awesome. All right, so again, welcome everybody, and we are going to really talk about our beautiful Celebrity Cruise world and how we are going to get in our way. Obviously, we all know where we live in, the situation that we are in today, but I love this picture with all our beautiful ships in the background. I just, something that gets me started every day. So you all know that we have had this incredible healthy sale panel, and we are currently still working with them day in, day out until we actually get back into a service. Obviously, most of you must have heard that we've moved on from the no sale to sale with conditions. So with that said is that they added some other conditions, which we already are completely covered. We already put them together. We're ready to go. We're just waiting for that, obviously, the magic word from the CDC. So this awesome panel is still working with us today since the year ago now, I would say, since we've started. So I am happy to report that we already are technically cruising somewhere else. If you know, we are cruising currently as a group. We are cruising already in Asia with the Quantum, doing very well, and we also cruising in Europe with our small sister brand called TUI in Europe. So we are seeing positivity. We are going to we are learning a lot from what they're doing currently that's working, and everybody is healthy and everything is going very, very well. So for that, I'm grateful, and I have feeling I do every day. I wake up and I know that we're going to come back really, really soon, stronger than ever. So just to give you quickly how we are really planning on returning. Our itinerary planning approach is going to be as I summarized it here. Basically, it is going to be, we're talking about phase approach. So it's going to be with our beautiful larger ships with short cruises. So that is something that we are going we are planning currently on doing as soon as we get that go ahead. So bottom line is the beautiful ship that you already know about, like Edge, for example, our beautiful new large ship, Edge, is going to be the first one to hit the waters once we get the okay in the Caribbean with shorter cruises, and we're going to continue monitoring the process as we go along and introduce newer ships as we go, other ships as we go along. So this is our approach, and we are super excited about that. Very quickly on what the quick fact that I have here for you, just an idea, to just give you an idea of what's going on. You probably, for those of you who's already cruising, have cruises already sending out, we have obviously have the global sailing suspension that are already put together. We have great options for everybody. The 125% future cruise certificate's been working beautifully. The also the 100% refund. So you got both of those are available to you when it comes to the suspension. And then we have the Cruise with Confidence. We thought when you put together the Cruise with Confidence was a really, really, it's something that people are not sure what they want to do today, and they're already booked and they're not sure, whatever it is reason for them. Some of them are dying to get on. I am one of them. Can't wait for tomorrow to hit that button for us to sell. I'm going to be the first one on board that ship. So for those that are still having that, we give them options here to ease their mind. So they have the 100% future cruise credit, and they also have our best price guarantee, and they also have the up to 20 to 48 hours prior to sailing for confidence. This is what we call about Cruise with Confidence. This whole information has been out there, and I just want to bring it up to remind you what's out there for you if you are already having a cruise or you already booked today. To be perfectly honest with Celebrity Cruises, one of the things that we really, really did just recently is that we really are going towards like Carlos was mentioning earlier, we are the new luxury. We are in our own category. That is we're really, there's nobody like us. New luxury is really what sets us apart from every other vacation that's out there. So that's where you're going to be going to be seeing us there in that category going forward, which is what we feel is perfect for our brand. So let's take you inside this beautiful brand to show you what I am so passionate about and how we really feel that we are in the luxury one-on-one. New luxury is where we are. It's a beautiful place to be in. We do offer some incredible venues, as you can see. Most of you probably already been on Celebrity. You know what I'm talking about. Everywhere you are in ship, you feel like you are in a luxury ship, in a beautifully designed, beautiful ship. No matter what category ship we have, whether it's Millennium ships, our Solstice class ships, or our beautiful Edge recently introduced beautiful ships. So as you can see, spectacular venues, outside, inside and outside. Our beautiful outdoors speaks luxury all the way. Design from the inside out everywhere. It's a gorgeous, this beautiful Edge pool designed from the inside out. It's just amazing. Wherever you are, even when you are in a jacuzzi, you're all the way up there with that beautiful martini-looking glass shape jacuzzi right up there, and you're still enjoying the views, which is really what we all cruise about. Go out there for cruising is to really take in what the destination has to offer. Beautifully designed everywhere. I'm just gonna talking about that beautiful martini shape. Whoever's got that main music. So continuing, beautiful designs again everywhere. So this is really again where we stand and how our beautiful brand speaks luxury all the way. This beautiful area here within all our ships, as you can see, different ships here, different design. The spa area, the interior pools, just spectacular. The solarium, again, luxury one-on-one everywhere. I just can't. I'm letting this images here speaks a volume of what the brand is all, the Celebrity is all about. Again, on our Solstice class ship, as you can see, we came out with the only cruise on with the real grass on top there, on this beautiful with this beautiful cabanas to enjoy throughout the day at night. Our beautiful magic carpet that came in with the beautiful Edge class ship. I mean, I can go on, but this image is just really depicts what we really Celebrity experience is all about in the luxury market that we are definitely the new luxury area. So beautiful images, beautiful dining experiences everywhere. And comes to our shows. I mean, we have done so much with our shows in the last couple of years, and we're ready, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready. We can't wait to share all this new stuff that we put out there since this whole thing started. We have not stopped. We are ready. We are preparing premier reserved seats for the retreat. We're going to talk about the retreat. So when you are in any one of these beautiful shows, you have your reserved seats just for the retreat. Absolutely gorgeous entertainment from beginning to end. You're talking about the ballet that we added, which is really American ballet. We are partnered now with them. It's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful shows. I mean, you name it, the singers that we put out there, Broadway is overrated here, to be honest. It's a really beautiful, beautiful shows that we have, amazing shows that we have with tonight. Some accommodation. This is obviously one of our older ships accommodations. You can see still beautiful. This is just about one of the balcony, and then look at them, how they actually were redone recently for some of the revolution that we've done on our Millennium class ships. As you can see, they look like some mini extras. The redesign that we did, the revolution that we added. So we really done a lot to really bring up the new luxury to the level of our beautiful Edge and Apex level. So some of the trivia here for you. Did you know that Celebrity Cruises, really Celebrity Edge, Apex, and Beyond coming up, which is, we were just talking about it today. I just can't keep my excitement about Beyond. More to come on that one. They feature the most revolutionary infinite verandas, a first and exclusive in the cruise industry. These really innovative, beautiful verandas that we call infinite verandas, stateroom, they allow to have no threshold between the actual seating, living area, sleeping area, and your beautiful balcony. So it is even larger by standard. Beautiful part of it, to me, I personally find it, as what I look at it as a air-conditioned balcony. What a concept is that? No other larger ship has anything like this. So I'm sorry, you have a question there?
Yeah, quick thing. I just really wanted to kind of make an extra point here regarding the infinite veranda suites, infinite veranda rooms or cabins. There's been a lot of question about, whether I'm going to like the infinite veranda or not going to like the infinite veranda. Do I want, some people say, no, I want to be totally out. I want the balcony to be totally separated. And it's, in my opinion, it's just one of those concepts that Celebrity never really had an opportunity to share enough of it with their guests, right? Because only the Edge had it, and then it was only in operation for about a year before COVID, and so there weren't enough people that had an opportunity to try it. I want to invite our guests that might not book a suite to really try this infinite veranda product, because it is really the best of both worlds. It really gives you the option to, if you want to completely separate a balcony, just close those doors that you see right next to the chairs in that image. Just close it, and then you have a completely separated balcony. But if you want a little bit extra space in your room, then open it up and then close up the window, and then you have a full window, floor-to-ceiling window. And then you want to mix of both, and then you can open up the door and just be like exactly like the woman is in the picture. So sometimes I hear, no, I want to know that my balcony is completely out and separate. Okay, no problem. You just close the door and you have it. But
that is exactly.
Of extra space, or it's definitely a concept worth trying. If you've never tried it, definitely ask your advisor, to give it a chance, and then, obviously we'll make sure we try to give you a really good deal so you can try it.
Absolutely. You couldn't have said it better than I would. You did absolutely great on that. I personally cruised a few times on the infinite verandas, and I can tell you I will never go back. It is just, to me, it's like a choice. You have both, like exactly what you said, Carlos, the best of both worlds. You have an inside and outside that you can do either or with. And what a concept that is. And makes your room even larger when you not using it. Using it, close it, it still is a beautiful space, and it's accommodated. It's a totally unobstructed, beautiful floor-to-ceiling window. To me, I personally loved it, and I really think that more people, it's a push of a button, and you bring that down the top level to make it your balcony. No effort to it, and everything on this beautiful room and all the rooms on our beautiful Edge and and Solstice and the Edge class ships, and also you know, Apex coming in and beyond. Everything is on an iPad. You can do anything you want to do with the cabin. Open the windows, close the windows, turn on the light, turn on the TV. Everything is within your phone, basically. Beautiful, beautiful design. I can't tell you enough how beautiful this is. Try it and you will see it. So it is absolutely, again, this is another image of it I do personally enjoy. So what I wanted to give you an overall beautiful images about our beautiful ships everywhere. I did promise to focus on the retreat. So I want you to know that the retreat is an incredible concept. It's an all suite, all inclusive, and all included in a beautiful big ship with all other amenities available to you. So again, as you can see, I have 3 images here. We have the Edge class ship, we have the Solstice class ship, and we have the Millennium ship. This means exactly what I mean. Yep, the retreat is on every single ship that we have. It's not on one and not here, but that's why I want to make sure you understand that the retreat is an experience on every ship, in every ship that we have. It is truly a ship within a ship. And by saying that is, you have your own little world of the retreat and the suite, and then you still have the entire beautiful ship in and out of it and come back to your suite. So it is a ship with only 500 people total within the retreat. Spectacular retreat, spectacular experience. And I could tell you, people that tried the retreat, they never went back. So let's start out with talking. Like I said, the retreat is not only a suite, it's all everything. It's this beautiful retreat lounge that is included in the retreat. Well, you have an incredible experience, exclusive, intimate, and relaxing lounge that features music throughout the day and evening entertainment, daily breakfast, delights all day long, and hors d'oeuvres throughout the day. Retreat concierge that's there to help whatever you need, whether to book your specialty restaurant or spa treatment or shore excursion, whatever you need. Private reception always there, also including parties and captains spending some quality time with you there, with senior officers coming in and out, mingling with you. It is an incredible experience, whether again that you're in the Millennium series, as you can see in the image on your left-hand side, or the Edge series. You and the Solstice series, which is the biggest picture you have there. Fabulous, fabulous experience on just the retreat lounge. Also within the Millennium, like I said, and all these beautiful images. Also on the retreat Illuminate, which is your specialty dining for just the retreat. It is exquisite. It is special to a specialty restaurant. Again, exclusive to you, to the guests that are in the suite. It is intimate and it opens throughout the day. It open seating for breakfast, lunches, and dinners. It's a really curated by an incredible menu that are designed by our chef, Michelin star chef, Daniel Delude. Spectacularly designed. Look at this beautiful Millennium one that I just added above, and also the Solstice one. They all are incredible. They all have the same look and feel of a luxury one-on-one when it comes to it. So this is the specialty restaurant for the retreat clients. Like I said, meals are like curated by this incredible chef, Danielle Elude, and the retreat sun deck. In addition to everything, and this is another venue just for the Solstice class, for the retreat guests, private retreat, sun deck. They have their own key to get in, special key just to get into it, but that is only allowed for suite guests. Retreat pool and jacuzzi, plus sun lounges, canopies, and much more. The retreat grill, which is also available for great that cooks a really incredible or cook to order fresco dining for breakfast and lunches as well. Also retreat butler service that's there for you throughout the entire experience. This is really all included coming in. They enjoy being here. really taking some sun. And just like I said, it's available to retreat guests only. Some of the greatest images there with edge glass, and some greatest images there for Solstice glass too, everywhere you go. And this beautiful butler service, coming enjoying the butler service with fresh chilled towels, as well as always included premium beverage drinks that are available to suite guests that are in the retreat as well. So a much more great ways to really experience the retreat, and of course the intuitive service that comes with the retreat and with the entire ship. Wherever you are within the ship, this is what we're knowing: the butler service in every suite, the butler service that is yours to do basically everything from soup to nuts, from shining your shoes to and packing and unpacking anything you need for them. They do it for you. So within the beautiful retreat, you have some incredible suites that are amazing. The iconic suite alone that you see here is really designed from the inside out, allows you to really take in what this beautiful ship is all about. Again, talking about floor-to-ceiling windows, this beautiful iconic suite is the largest suite on all our suites. It is incredibly large, that it's got its own terrace, beautiful veranda terrace. That it has its own beautiful views from everywhere you are within the suite and the iconic bedroom. It also allows you to see some incredible views from everywhere you are, because it's situated right on top of the bridge. It really allows you to have a 180 degrees everywhere you are within the ship. Beautiful views from wherever you are. It is, like I said, the largest suite by far. It's almost 1,900 square footage interior, and about almost 900 square footage with just the outdoors. So it's bigger than my house, guys. In addition to the beautiful iconic, we have this beautiful Edge Villas. Edge Villas is the first 2-level story villas that we have on any of our ships, and they all came with a beautiful edge. So as you can see, floor-to-ceiling window, 2 levels, beautiful plunge pool, beautiful comfortable seating area. Everywhere you are, again, the edge glass ships were designed from the inside out, and with this beautiful suite, it makes it unparalleled views from anywhere you are within the beautiful suite. What these edge villas make it more special is the fact that it also has its own direct access to the pool area for you, so the sun deck area. So it really is gorgeous and designed beautifully all the way. And then it comes to other beautiful penthouse suite, royal suite, sky suite, you name it. All of the suites in the lounge. The retreat is all suite, like I said, always included. All suites. It's a beautiful concept, and it's a beautiful thing for just people that want to be in a smaller ship, but yet they also want the amenities of a bigger ship that we have. So this is why we really are that unique new luxury for you. And of course, the dining is what we have been known for. Michelin star chef Daniel Boulud, you see it at his best. He's pretty much the incredible. The food is designed not only to look beautiful, but I can tell you it tastes incredible. And I'm sorry, I'm going to make your mouth water, because that's what I am doing right now. Beautiful menus that he puts out there for us, and it's just, I mean, he has some followers from all over the world that follow him. He's absolutely great. And another trivia for you: did you know the Magic Carpet offered dinner on the edge, serving some incredible gourmet meals, and it's right on the 17th floor above sea level. So the Magic Carpet is the size of a tennis court. It is beautifully designed it moves between 16 decks throughout the day. So offering a different experience from different areas. So 3 out of the 4 steps are dining room for lunch. You can enjoy your lunch on her as well. And the other option also is when we move her to deck 14, she's right by the pool area, so you can enjoy drinks right there at the bar. And then, of course, at dinner when she moves in the 16th floor, 16th deck, which is right by the top floor, the top deck there. That's where you actually get to enjoy that beautiful meal that I'm talking about, the dinner on edge. What an experience that is. It is magical, truly, truly magical. You can only get it on Celebrity Cruises, the beautiful etch a glass ships. I'm so excited. Again, these menus are everywhere you within the ship. You have incredible opportunities to taste some incredible food, and we have been winning so many awards when it comes to our food and our service. So I'm just really, really excited to share these beautiful menus. And I'm sorry I'm watering your mouth, but it is what it is. It just keeps me getting excited and wanting to go to get out there. Another trivia for you: did you know that Celebrity Cruises really received the 12 of the 44 Wine Spectator 2020 in 2020? This Wine Spectator Award, guys, is only given to the top restaurants. It's never been given to a cruise line. We got it. So it is really a thing. If you are a wine lover, gosh, you're gonna have a field trip on our ships, because you are gonna have, if you can find your wine, which I'm sure you will be going out and leaving that ship with few different tastes of wine that you don't want to let go of. So this includes 2 Best of Awards of Excellence. This is nothing like I said. Not everybody gets this. And Celebrity features a 5,000 bottles of wine cellar and over 500 labels. This is a huge area of expertise on our belt that Celebrity really have won so many awards from. So Celebrity has 17 to 26 certified sommeliers. Okay, on every ship that we have that cruises, you have this many people that are absolutely, they know what they're talking about, and they know, they walk the talk, they walk the walk, and they talk the talk. And did you know that we also, on Celebrity Cruises, kids love us, and so do the parents as well, because Camp at Sea offers kids from ages 3 to 17. So the kids and teens together, they have their own different areas, 5 ages appropriate programs that are catered to each age group, activities, clubs, and youth staff that are unbelievably qualified just to take care of our kids that we have on board. There are usually fewer kids on board, makes really more of a one-on-one meaningful experiences with the little ones, and also the little the younger ones, the teens. So and those are really guests that are cruising without their kids also really have the or their grandchildren. They really can see that we are multi-generation kids cruise, but also we offer both. So you won't even see the kids around. They are so involved in so many different activities that are rich. There are STEM programs, so many great programs that we have for them that you don't really, they're not running around the ship. They're just not what we are, but we do have some incredible high-end client that wants to take their guests, their kids, and they wanted them to be in the environment that we provide for them. So the Camp at Sea is meaningful to kids, so just for you to know. So what are we doing to this day? To top bookings, really itineraries for us has always been Alaska, Caribbean, and Europe, and we're going to continue. You will see that always. This is just a tip if you don't already know. And other thing that we do very well at that we have enhanced even more and more is the private journey. If you don't know what that is, I'm here to tell you, I personally do not go on my ship without taking private journeys. Obviously, we do have other excursions that is on a normal environment, and you can pick whatever. But also the private journey just allows you to really have that one-on-one with your family, with your select friends, and we can do what you want to do. So basically I say, I want to do this, I want to see this and this and this, and they put it together for me. It is amazing. It's small groups, intimate, and definitely culturally enriched and focused on family and friends, small groups. Wonders Returned. It is a new world for all of us, and we are going to start out with, we announced that Caribbean is going to be the first, obviously, cruise that we're going to start with. And the beautiful edge is, like I said earlier, as our timelines that I mentioned earlier, this is going to be, it already is out there for sale. It's doing very well, by the way. And of course, people can't wait. I can't wait. And I know you all are here, can't wait either. So the first cruise we're hoping that we are focusing on right now, that we are almost, I don't want to give you a time because it is what it is. We are waiting to hear that magic word, but July 3rd is the first day. What a concept. I can't wait for 4th of July to be on a cruise. I am really, really looking forward to that. So this is where the date that we are hoping, these are some of the dates that we have put out there, pretty much the season from July 3rd all the way to October. And the 7 nights Eastern and Western is what we are going to be starting with. And as you can see, some great itineraries. Tortola is one of the places that I personally love. On the 8th night, also Eastern Caribbean, that is the only one. On November 6th is going to be 8th night. Otherwise, the 7 nights is what we're going to start with. Eastern and Western Caribbean. Some of Dominica, I love that. That is really one of the great itineraries. I mean, Caribbean, we've all probably been to the Caribbean, but what a great way for me. I can't wait to get on, just to be on the ship. Forget even about the itinerary stuff, but just to be on the ship, to be on the water, to see that, to get that cruising feeling again is what I can't wait for. But the itineraries here are really, really great as well. Always included is something that we added just during this whole crazy time that we live in, but it has been absolutely well perceived because we are no longer wanting to nickel and dime. This comes with the new luxury. People don't want to be nickel and dime. They want to know what they bought. They want to know what they're going to get when they get on board, and that's it. So this is what Always Included is all about. So guests will not have to be worried about it. So it comes with drinks, all included drinks, Wi-Fi, and tips. And this is not just for the retreat that we are talking about. It's for everything that we have. You can from inside all the way to Verandas. You can book and start out with the drinks, Wi-Fi, and tips for anything you book. So these are the 3 levels of you to know that again, it's very new for if you haven't already heard about it. I want to make sure that you know that you have 3 ways to choose to go on a vacation with Celebrity Cruises. All guests in the room, not just the first and second one in the room like it used to be on before. So currently with the new luxury Celebrity Cruises, every single person in the room, whether they're 4 or 5 or 2 or 3, they all get this amenities, always included, and it's live. It's not something that's going to end. It's not a promotion. It's what you chooses your vacation to be anytime with Celebrity Cruises. So Always Included includes tips, your Wi-Fi, cert, and your drink classic beverage package, your drinks.
Quick point there. Once again, Bo. So we have a mix of past celebrity guests in our audience, and we have some that are new to celebrity. So I just want to really quick share with our audience today. This is something very new that Celebrity came out at the beginning of the year. Okay, this didn't have this exact. They had some promotions and packages where you could have the gratuities and the Wi-Fi and the drinks included, but they totally changed their pricing structure. And now every single rate, anything that you book since basically the beginning of the year, will now be as a standard with the Always Included. So at a minimum, you'll always have your gratuities, meaning your tips, your Wi-Fi, and your alcohol included, and your drinks included. And then, like Bo was saying, then you're now giving the option. For $30 per person per day, you can upgrade Elevate, and another $30 per person per day, you can upgrade to Indulge. So just keep this in mind for those that are past guests with Celebrity. This is something very new. So ask about it to your travel advisor. And for those that are new, know that this is basically one of many of Celebrity's ways that what they're doing to elevate the brand a little bit more. So, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you. No, thank you. It's awesome. You said it right. Just this, I don't need to spend any more time, but that's pretty much what it is. It is the pricing structure. It is what you buy. It is what you can. You don't have to be nickel and dime once you're on board. You pick what you want out of these 3 levels, and it's all it. It's the difference between the levels is really from always included to elevate. Is the difference is going to be the premium beverage pack. It should be the premium drink. It goes from classic to premium, and we add shore excursion and of up to $200 per person. It's right there. And also, if you want to go to Indulge, which is really the highest one, then again, the difference here is that we add in more onboard credit, and your Wi-Fi becomes the stream one where you can watch movies, videos, and so on forth. So which typically our high end, they want all that for them and their children. So that is why this whole thing was, and you have up to $400 in onboard credit as opposed to $200 with Elevate. So there is a really, really big thing there. There's a lot of great amenities there that's all included, and you don't have to think about anything when you get on board. And for a really fixed, a really new that was actually offered for quite a while, and it's probably going to be ending in 2 days. It's the air. We had fixed rate air in Alaska, Caribbean, and Europe. That was really attractive. That still is attractive, and you have a couple more days. I think the 28th ends in the 28th. So we might talk about this in a little bit. So, and then the retreat gets the highest one. This Indulge one here comes with the retreat that we're talking about. So the retreat gets all experience even more. They have the all inclusive. They have the Indulge package with all of the amenities we just talked about. So every sailing, every night, and every guest. So this is really, really important. Save on every basically flight. This is what I mentioned about earlier, that flight, that really rate that's just about to end in 4 days. So lock in a great flight. For some of the flights are in 99 cents. $99 cents, yeah, $99 in some cases. So it's really, really attractive rates out there. So if you are planning your vacation anytime, next 2022, I mean, this offer is available to you. So take advantage of it. So I would not really go, I wouldn't do justice to myself if I don't really at least mention a little bit about the Galapagos. Yes, we talked about the retreat, and all that comes with bells and whistles that beautiful retreat have, and I'm telling you, it is really an experience of a lifetime. This is what I call once in a lifetime experience. It's the Galapagos, and we have 3 beautiful ships, 3 beautiful different experiences to choose from. Depends on what your budget is, and also what you love. Of course, the expedition has the first ship that we started with. Now it only carries 48 guests. That ship was designed for 100 people, but only now is carrying 48 because of our beautiful flora that came into the marketplace, and we obviously had to use in the 100 passenger capacity there. As you know, in the Galapagos, we only have a limited amount of space that we can actually utilize capacity there. So we had to divide it between all these beautiful ships. So exploration, small ship, it's really more like a catamaran for 16 people, passengers. You can actually have a family together on the Galapagos just for yourself, or some kind of a small retreat of some kind of sort. So with that said, this is like, for me, it's a luxury on a one-on-one when you go on this beautiful Galapagos, beautiful flora. Flora is all sweets. And in line with the retreat, Flora is in that category of the retreat. The suite is all suites, floor to ceiling, beautiful suite. And another trivia for you. Did you know that Celebrity Flora is the most environmental friendly vessel in the Galapagos, including using no plastic, absolutely zero plastic on board our ships, and has a water filtration system in each suite. Celebrity Flora is the first all-suite mega yacht, specially designed exclusively for the Galapagos Island. Her floor-to-ceiling windows of glass and outward-facing design really brings you even more closer to what really that magical experience in the Galapagos is all about. I had the pleasure to be in the Galapagos, not on the Flora, but on the expedition a few years back. And I can tell you, my husband, my kids are still talking about it today. And it is a must-see destination. And this Flora the way that this Flora was designed specifically for the Galapagos is just really makes the experience even more of a magical and fulfilling. A great imagery here. Again, it's all suites, all inclusive. There's nothing to it. It only carries 100 guests on board. So this is the way to see the Galapagos. Let us take you there with an incredible, luxury way, like no one else out there. The first experience starts in Quito, Ecuador. We actually stay at the JW Marriott. Look at this beautiful imagery that JW Marriott. We have had the relationship with them for many, many years. Inside and out, this beautiful ship is absolutely phenomenal. The experience is ultimate in luxury and design from everywhere you see. I mean, we have this incredible experience also. Clamping that is becoming really more popular. It's always sold out, by the way, where you actually spend the night outdoors in a beautiful cabana and you wake up in the morning, open star. Oh my God, it is really, really amazing experience. What I was talking about is actually transformed during the day, it transforms at night, it becomes your cabana, stylish cabanas, but it's a really clamping experience like no other. During the day, you are on the go. This is a very active experience on the go, morning and afternoon. You can do all of it, or you do nothing. It's up to you. This is really, to me, it's actually. I think we just switched. So to me, this was more than. Can you still see the? Sorry, okay, back. The advanced snorkel, you don't have to be an advanced snorkeler to snorkel. You don't have to be a ship-shape person to actually do this expedition. You can do it. You can stay on the beautiful Zodiac and still experience the same thing that people that are going to jump on the water and experience more. You can do snorkeling, light snorkeling or advanced snorkeling. You name it. It's all on your pace. You have the ability to do it because of it's all about you and what you can do, what you cannot do. It is a magical experience. This is what Galapagos is all about. This beautiful creature that you cannot see anywhere other than Galapagos.
Your screen is not shared anymore.
Oh, you're not? What happened? Okay, sorry about that. Let me try. I thought, let's try it. Did they kick me out of the sharing? Let me just go back and share.
While you do that, I wanna share something with you guys with our guests. We just sent out this poll that you all just answered. 70% of you guys are ready to take your next cruise. That's great. Only 25% are still undecided, and 5% of you guys are no for now. But I'm sure they'll change soon, hopefully. So anyway, really good.
Thank you. I'm back. Am I back? Yeah, good. So the clamping, I don't know if you were able to see this earlier when I was talking about clamping, the experience, this area here transformed throughout the day for you. It is an experience that no other, there's nowhere you can find this clamping anywhere. It's really experience that that people, it's always sold out, by the way, and you have to book it early. I always recommend it because it's limited, and people, guests really enjoy it throughout the day and night. They literally sleep here, enjoy the food. I mean, it's an amazing experience. Again, I was saying that you don't have to be in the top ship to be able to do this kind of experience or to really experience the Galapagos and the expedition. It is at your pace. We have different types of excursions you can choose from, but they're all really going to give you the full experience, whether you can stay on the beautiful Zodiac comfortably and just enjoy it right off the Zodiac, or walk a mile or half a mile or just a few steps. It is all up to you. And again, this is the reason why Galapagos is Galapagos. You will never see any of these beautiful creatures anywhere other than the Galapagos. Popular marine iguanas, you cannot see them anywhere other than Galapagos. The blue-footed groupies, the cricket birds, the albatross, and the famous one, the one that really controls the island, that thinks he owns the island, is the sea lions. They are just beautiful. You can see them everywhere you go. They are just friendly. They approach you like you're their friend. I mean, really an experience like no other. And the stargazing is magical throughout. Every night is what you see. This is really a picture. I think they did really awesome with this picture. It does give you an idea. But this experience is all about, it's an all-inclusive experience. It's 10 nights. 10 nights is plus it's a 7 nights on the cruise and 3 nights for the shortest cruise. The shortest cruise that you can take, it's an all-inclusive with 3 nights, 2 nights before in Quito and 1 night at the end. It's just really, really cool. Or you can take the long one and continue your cruise to Machu Picchu. As I said, it is a mess. We're already out there. We offer the Machu Picchu 16-night cruise that you might want to consider, because it is absolutely also done from, in a beautiful way, and like I said, in a very, very luxurious way with Celebrity Cruises. So almost there here. So I am, sometimes it's okay. So again, a lot of things we're Celebrity Values. We've always lived by these values. I'm really, really supportive of education for all, breaking the gender barriers everywhere, embracing the diversity and inclusion, and sustainability is a big part of our life, making sure that the environment, everywhere we go, we don't leave anything but our footsteps, and that's what we're all about. And another really trivia for you. Did you know Kate McHugh became the first American woman to captain a cruise ship with Celebrity Cruises? We are super excited about her. She's fantastic. She's a beautiful woman inside and out, and she is out there. Really, if you're not following her, I urge you. I'm gonna suggest, obviously, if you like to follow her, at Captain Kate McHugh is actually on her Instagram. She's always active, and she always brings some great tidbits out for you to enjoy. New luxury, again, this is what you can see. We are actually, when it comes to luxury, more is more, and that is where the concept of really what we talked about, the retreat within the ship within ship. You're not in bed by 9 p.m. Why should your cruise be? You're going to see a lot more of that. We are loving this Gen Xers that love to live and love to enjoy life, and good things come in really all packages, which is, I truly believe in it. Having a beautiful ship and enjoying the retreat in your own is a magical thing to do. So what a great thing. I think you've heard about the $300 that we were offering that Carlos just mentioned.
Well, we mentioned the $300 for those suite guests, but I got some questions in the private chat asking me, I love Celebrity, but I really like my veranda. So we're going to be extending, I hope you agree, 150 for verandas, right?
That is perfect for me. I'm in with that. Absolutely in with that. So yes, please do.
So just in case, so once, at the end of this presentation, when we send out the recording of the presentation, you also get that certificate. So we really want to incentivize you guys to try the suite product. We have a lot of questions in the chat, so we want to get to all of them. But I do want to allow for Bo to share with you guys what's going on right now in terms of promotions for Celebrity, because we are going through that time period of the year where the strongest promotions are out. So Bo, why don't you go ahead and you know,
Well,
all of
yes. Currently, we like I said, we have the always included, and the always included is really comes in with all your 3 perks automatically with your pricing. So you don't really have to think about what we're doing to tomorrow or today. And the offer that with the air is what's going on, which we mentioned it earlier. It's of course ending in a couple of days, but it's been out there for almost a month. So it's really an added value for you to think about holding something right now. And I can tell you from experience and from what we know already, because of what we see on the booking trend that we have right now, 2022 is rocking it. And I want you guys to know that the prices are not going to stay this way, because when the floods open, I guarantee you the rate's going to be higher. So take advantage of what's today. I urge you, because, and in addition, I know that this is also the relationship that I have with, that we at Celebrity Cruises as a family, we have with Luxury Cruise Connection and Carlos and the team. They have one of the best program with pricing strategies. I'm not going, I know, without being too specific, they hold some incredible group space that have prices that no one has. And of course, they have all these amenities that we add in addition. So you have it. I don't really believe, I do believe that this what we are offering today is not going to be out there once the floods open. Just saying. In addition, yeah, go ahead, please. Do you have to add anything, Carlos? Go ahead.
So first of all, thank you for that endorsement, Bo. For those that have not done business with us in the past, and I see from the poll that several of you have not, which is great. It's an opportunity for us to kind of introduce ourselves real quick to you guys. I'm not going to bore you with it, but if you haven't done business with us, feel free to ask any other one that has in the chat room. Hopefully, you're going to get some real good, real good comments. We really do our very best to try to make sure we provide incredible value and service. And like Bo was saying, we do basically block rates with Celebrity as they come out. And so we have very special pricing that is not available to the general public out there, right? So talk about, why book with a travel advisor, aside from the personalized service, is that possibility of getting additional value, right? So stuff like, we have the special onboard credit certificates that we're offering for attending this event. But on top of that, this promotion that is on the screen is combinable with that. And on specific sailings, there's additional value and special pricing that will be able to extend your way as well. So hopefully it'll give us an opportunity, try us out. I'm sure you'll be impressed with the level of service we provide, and we look forward to, servicing you. Bo, are we ready to open it up for some questions?
Yeah, but I just want to mention this, the slide that you're looking at right now is above and beyond your $300 that we talked about. So this is really good. It's $100. I am calling it a show because we used to do some show offers when we are out there in the field, or when we are literally physically somewhere. So I wanted to extend it to this. I'm considering this as a show because they showed up. So I'm giving you another $100 if they book between today through March 31st for any booking through May 4, 2022. This is absolutely.
The title does say book before February 15th, but I think she meant to put today. I'm sorry, March 31st. So the booking window is by March 31st, correct?
Correct.
Sorry about that.
Correct. So today is the 24th, right? February 24th.
Right. It's just that the title of the slide says book before February 15th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was a typo. My bad. That was a typo. So Definitely book the booking window is the one that I have here. Show offer right there, February 24th through March 31st. My bad on that one. I definitely didn't mean to do that. So that is an added value. And now I'm going to open it to questions. Thank you so much for your attention.
Awesome.
Should we change end share? I'm going to end share so I can see everybody.
Go ahead and unshare. And so I want to start by saying real quick, Of course, you know, for those that joined after we started, you know, Bo is our contact, you know, she's the strategic business development manager at Celebrity. She's the person, our angel at Celebrity. She's basically the go-to person for us in terms of our relationship with Celebrity. And because of her, we're able to do all these beautiful things that we do for our clients. So real quick, I wanna kind of quickly have an opportunity to explain a little bit kind of why we did this presentation today, why we did this event today. And it is because Celebrity has been doing a very important effort in trying to communicate with our guests and with the clients out there about this elevation of the brand, right? And how they're bringing up the standards and bringing up the experience to a new level. And so a lot of our clients never really had an opportunity to understand what the retreat is, what the retreat experience is, which is basically the ship within a ship in Celebrity, where you can get that very exclusive experience, and like Celebrity says, fully inclusive as well, right? Where everything is included, aside from the shore excursions. But you get.
Well, there are shore excursions included with the elevator, with
right.
the indulge. Yeah.
Correct. So there's the shore excursions are not,
Now
but the special onboard credit that is included for shore excursions, precisely so you can use them for that. So it really gives you that experience of exclusivity, of a higher end. There's an entire section that is dedicated for suite guests, which we call them the retreat guests. We know with your private pool, private restaurant, you know, private spaces, your VIP at all across, just the experience elevated to, you know, really.
Butler service, it's amazing.
Butler service, exactly. So those that, you know, those that want, you know, they want that bigger ship experience in terms of they want to have more options, more stuff to do, a little bit more fun, you know, and have that opportunity. But at the same time, they want to be able to retreat themselves to this special space and special area within the ship, so that you can have a more exclusive and more private experience. And this is the perfect kind of best of both worlds experience there for the retreat. So we have a lot of questions, so we're gonna go one by one and try to cover all of them. Okay, and like I said, if for whatever reason one of you has to, you know, has other commitments, has to leave, we will be sharing this entire presentation, including all the questions at the end, so you'll have an opportunity to listen to them later. So let's see, where do we start? All right, let's start from some of the questions that I received at the beginning. Linda was asking us, what's going to happen with Canada? Is Canada limited for a while? What's the story there?
Well, in a nutshell with Canada, you all heard what I heard, to be honest. You know what I know about Canada. Canada has, obviously, we respect Canada. They have their own, you know, country to take care of, and whatever they see fit, we just have to really work the best that we can to get back there. They obviously closed their doors to everybody. In fact, they are closing doors to their own people. They can't even go. I heard yesterday that from one of my Canadian, you know, sales managers there, they're not allowed to be outside by 8:00 p.m. They have to be at home, and if they're not, they are fined $2,700. So they're not playing games. That's what they want to do, and that's what it is. So yes, they are not allowing cruising this year. They pretty much closed the entire border for the rest of the year. We are, however, if you are booked on Alaska with us, you know that we are on hold. We are on hold right now because we are still looking for some options. Whether it is the Jones Act, working on that relationship to figure out if that's a possibility to overcome. And we will definitely, we anticipate to have some straight answers very soon, but right now that's what we are working on. So we're still hoping to hold out to Canada because we have some people that don't want to cancel.
Perfect, thank you. So you know, in a nutshell, just for those that have, you know, that are thinking about Alaska, you know, it's still a possibility. Nothing's off the table just yet. We did hear, I do have to share this, Bo. It has nothing to do with Celebrity, but another cruise line, Holland America, they shared that they are basically stopping Alaska, or suspending some of the sailings that it had for Alaska. You know, is that an indication that the other cruise lines are gonna follow with that? There's no straight answer, right?
There is no straight answer to that. We are not all the same. We have different relationships. We all have different relationships with different areas. So honestly, it's possible that we are gonna call it quits eventually, but it's right now we still have talks on the table that have not been completely closed yet. So we really hope to save some of it, because we do have people that still want to go. So we'll see. Thank you for asking that.
Real quick on the summit for October. So, you know, what's the story for summit in October? What's the latest?
Summit, October, what itinerary? Which one is that one? I have to think which itinerary that is. Summit, October. Is that Canada, New England? I think. Yeah, that's Canada, New England. That's part of Canada, New England. Unfortunately, because Canada, New England itinerary is very, very heavy Canada. So every port you really have to be, it's a Canada port. It's Canadian, home port. So that one is definitely already been canceled. So we definitely have that already canceled.
Okay. Well, Nick is asking us, how will the flora be figure in the phased approach? My wife and I have already rescheduled our Galapagos Island from last summer to summer 2021. What are the chances that we'll be rescheduling again?
That has been really a very, very touchy subject, because for quite a while, we were sure that, generally speaking, the entire Galapagos was going to be saved for 2021. I can't speak of it today because there are some new stuff that may be coming in, but we don't have anything final. We think again, it might be the first sailings, may not, but it will still, going to be saving most of the Galapagos. But we have no final say yet, unfortunately. But I think you will hear it very soon if any changes.
You know, I do want to say something.
I'm sorry, that is not what he wants to hear, but it is the truth.
Yeah, I do want to say something real quick about that, because, you know, obviously, we've been seeing the different cruise lines and Celebrity and every other cruise line out there just suspending sailings, you know, all the time, right? And at one point, it kind of starts feeling as if, like,
yes,
you know, just doing it a little bit way too arbitrarily, I guess, right? But
yes, there's no logic to it, to be honest. We are just, bottom line, we're waiting for that TDC, and we want to hold on as close as possible to the date where they just say no or yes. So that's really where we are, and there's really no number to it.
None of us have a magic ball, but
yes.
I think the expectation is that this summer things are going to start looking a lot more normal, and that those Galapagos sailings for the summer should start opening up and should actually start going. Same thing with obviously Caribbean and Europe. You know, obviously we know about May, but you know, there might be some disturbances in June, but the expectation, you know, and you can notice this, those, you know, all of you guys that are, you know, here today, you guys are starting to notice how Celebrity and many of the other cruise lines have started to really push and invest marketing dollars into promoting the sailings, right? So, and they had totally stopped that for a long time. So that's a really good indication, you know, of how sure the cruise lines and upper management believe on, you know, that marketing money being invested and not going to be actually wasted. So that's really good news. So that's hers for anything, right?
So I can tell you, I'm more positive today than I was yesterday. So that is really, every day it seems to be a positive, getting closer to the date. So it's just a matter of time. And we ask for your patience also, because we are being very, very positive and optimistic that things will be moving really forward soon.
Some of the questions that we got via email, we have a client that is an elite member at Princess, and he's thinking of taking celebrity, and he has questions about what the entry level inclusions are, right? So he wants to know if the Wi-Fi that is included in the entry level, you know, how good is that Wi-Fi, and can that Wi-Fi allow him to Zoom with his grandchildren, for example?
Yeah.
And you know, he says, we don't drink enough to cover beverage package. Do you have packages without the alcohol or soda packages, and is Retweet only sweets? And if not, how do we go about selecting it? So, Bo, do you want to address that question real quick?
I can certainly address that. I think it would be a nice one-on-one though with him, because to uncover more information from him, to get him more details. But if he has never, the question going to be, has he ever sailed with Celebrity Cruises? Ever?
We'll address that. I'm not
Okay,
particular.
so we have different answers to this, but I'm happy to take that one-on-one, and you can just send me so we can. But definitely, if he has never sailed with Celebrity Cruise, I have a way to get him to introduce him to the brand. So reach out to me in obviously an elevated way. And but to answer generally question, I mean, when it comes to the Wi-Fi, it is the regular Wi-Fi that you can actually talk to your family. Obviously, you can FaceTime or you can Zoom with, what have you. That's already part of it's all included.
Mike, we can just so you know, whoever is your point of contact here at Luxury Cruise Connections, and if you don't have one, please, somebody at our team, please reach out. I want to make sure that we address your concern specifically, but we'll find a way to, if we need to upgrade your Wi-Fi, we will. We need to figure it out. And then regarding the suites, yes, Retweet is only for suite guests.
Sure.
So unfortunately, there's no way to selecting it if you're not on suite. But Celebrity does have the Sky Suite as an entry-level suite category, which is not necessarily crazy expensive. So definitely worth inquiring about it, because you'd be surprised how sometimes if you're used to sailing on Verandas, sometimes it's not such a huge difference. So
I think Mike just said something. He has never cruised on Celebrity Cruises. So I'm happy to extend an elite, one-time elite status to him. So let's talk about that. It's just one thing that I usually try to
super
work
nice.
it out. Okay.
And Jazz Santana here at our office is taking care of Mike, so we'll make sure we channel that through Jazz. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you, Mike. Nad is saying, I'm Diamond Celebrity and I've done MSC Yacht Club. How does it compare with your class? So how does MSC Yacht Club compare with Celebrity Retweet?
I call it the retreat on steroid versus what they have, to be perfectly honest. I'm not saying it because it's my brand, but it's a huge difference between what we offer and what they have. And obviously it's an exclusive, but we have it on all our ships. I don't think they have it on all ships. They have it on a few ships. And it's the service with Celebrity, the quality of entertainment, all that I just talked about is all an elevation versus whether we already, that is the difference between the two brands. Don't get me wrong, they have their own good, I guess, the things that go for them. But when it comes to Celebrity, we are the new luxury. We are in much more elevated service and quality of everything that we offer on board our ship.
Well, I'm gonna make it easy for you, because obviously you work for Celebrity, so it's hard for you to.
Of course.
So I'll say it. Look, MSC has, and this is my personal opinion, but I'm sure many will agree. MSC has beautiful ships, right? They have beautiful hardware, but where they lack tremendously is in service, and that's just my personal opinion, right? And if you thought that MSC service was great, then you're going to be wowed by. If you thought that MSC service was great, you're going to be wowed by Celebrities, right? So, in terms of hardware, they're great. In terms of how the Yacht Club compares with the Retweet, I think you're going to be amazed. You're going to be very surprised with the level of service that you're going to get as a Retweet guest, and because Celebrity in general is just going to offer a much better experience. The MSC, what they have going for is hardware and pricing, right? Their pricing is very low, and the reason why their pricing is low is because they have a hard time delivering the service. So, you know, that's kind of you get what you pay for type of situation there. So
Well, I couldn't say it better. Thank you, Carlos, for helping me with that. I haven't not sold them, so I couldn't be truly talking about, but I know based on what I hear from all of you, my travel partners, that is what you all tell me, and I was just trying to convey that to you all. But obviously I'm biased.
I want to be clear. You know, we also deal with MSC, and they're a great partner, but the realities are, you know, the facts are the facts, right? And what makes it a little bit confusing is because their hardware is beautiful, and so sometimes it drives some clients to believe, oh, I'm going to get a great experience. You know, you're going to get a great experience, but it's a different experience. Celebrity's experience is much more elevated. So hopefully that answers.
Well, we have the beautiful hardware and we have the beautiful service, and that's really what separates us.
Exactly. That's true. Donna's asking, we're booked on the Edge from Barcelona in September.
Yay.
Yeah, but the Edge in September has been now suspended, right?
That's right. She actually moved to the Caribbean. Remember, we moved her to the Caribbean to start because that was our strategy, to get back to the Caribbean with her. So I think we offer different options for them. So I'm hoping that she picked one of the options.
Yeah, Donna, be sure that we'll address that individually, and we'll get you rebooked. There's a beautiful Apex sailing out of Barcelona right around September as well that I highly recommend. It's beautiful, touches Italy, it's spectacular. So hopefully we can just move you to that one. We have a very special rate on that one as well. So we'll make sure we we contact you directly and specifically address that. Another question, we're scheduled for Best in Spain in August 2021. Is it still possible? Again.
As of today, my answer is absolutely still possible as of today. But could it change? Absolutely. But right now, our goal is to sell the Europe with the hardware that we have in Europe.
I do want to say this, right? If at one point, if you would have said I'm booked in June, we would be saying, there's I don't know. Like the next question, reflection sailing in June 2021. As of right now, still active. So I mean, we have to say it's going, right? Will it actually happen? I have my personal doubts on June. There's going to be some changes. Not everything is going to go in June, but not everything is going to be suspended in June. That's my personal opinion. Hopefully I'm right. But August, I'm much more hopeful for August.
Yeah.
So Alan, if you're booked with us, we'll make sure that somebody, so somebody at Luxury Cruise Connections, please, on the team, please reach out to Alan Cox. I want to make sure if he's booked with us, we take care of him. If he's not, we still take care of him, and we're happy to answer any questions for you.
And if I might add, I just want to ease everyone's mind. Really, if you already booked and right now we're not sure what's going on, just know that if whatever happens, that you are going to be taken care of. We have the options of 125%, which is really a great value to you as an FTC to choose from, or you can pick your 100% refund. We are really the only cruise line that has done really well and have been thinking about our guests, obviously, because we are all in a rough time, but we make sure that you guys are first in line with whatever we do. We have you in mind for financial reasons, what have you. But we have done so well so far with the options that we have out there, and I would think we're very, very fair.
So Alan is asking, will vaccinations be required, and what changes are we expected to see due to COVID, and will vaccinations be required with celebrity? By the way, guys, as Bo answers this question, we're sending out a poll. I want to hear what you guys have to say about that. I want to hear your opinion on whether you welcome that or not. So we'll go ahead and what's your answer?
Well, to be perfectly honest, there is no answer yet to that because it is part of the criteria that we have. We have not announced anything because we don't have that all you know, we have it all put into place in paper, but we have not really went out there yet because we wanted to, as you probably heard, if most of you have been on celebrity cruises, and you probably have heard at least one time or twice so far, that our CEO, Richard Payne, he has been very, very vocal about the return to service and how things are. And he's closely working. He's been on NBC just a couple days ago, where he talked about all this uncertainty, and he also was very, very, frank about what's going on and what. And one of the things is we don't want to announce things that we're going to come back and change them. We do not want to look like we are giving you the wrong information. So it is going to be, unfortunately, this wait and see. And as much as we hate to wait and see, we don't want to come up with wrong information that we're going to change.
Right.
So
as of right now, there's no official answer on this. So I guess the official answer right now is no, but that there's a consideration for that to be the case. I have a very strong feeling that that's going to happen. You know, some clients like that. I know some clients that don't and will not sell if that's the case.
Yeah.
But I think in general, like 88 of the respondents of this poll said they would, and they welcome it. So, you know what? I think that one of the things that celebrity and most cruise lines are waiting for is for vaccination to be widely available, so that nobody says, "Oh, I can't go if I'm not vaccinated. I'm going to cancel because I'm not vaccinated yet." So I think that the cruise lines are just waiting for it to be more widely available, so that nobody feels they're not going to be able to make it to their cruise because of that. So that's good. Real quick question on the infinity veranda. Are you saying that the question in the veranda can lift right up? Yes, the answer is yes. The infinity veranda on Celebrity, you press a button and it goes up and it closes out as a full floor to ceiling windows. Very, very good. All right. Does the room air conditioning turn off when the veranda is open? I think so.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
The air conditioning of the stateroom turns off when veranda.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry. No, it does not. I'm sorry. You mean if you're in your individual room, it does not. The only time that happens if it rains, and that's the only time it will automatically close. That's the only time that actually we close the window. You said the air conditioning, though. You're not talking about the window. Sorry. You're talking about the air conditioning, correct? Correct. Yeah. So it's controlled by you, by the person in the cabin, in the room.
Okay, good. Simon, I see your question. We'll address that a little bit toward the end, okay? So, are you adding a water feature to the Retweet aboard ships other than the Edge class?
What do you mean by water feature?
I think this is Monty, and I think that he means, is there any, I guess, private pool areas? So the answer is yes. So there
we have plenty of private rooms. Pool area. There is the solarium is there. That's the adult solarium only, and then there is the public one out there that is big. Yes.
Is there a dress code? Is there anytime dining in general?
Well, because Celebrity is really more of a new luxury, we have done with the suit and the actual tuxedo mandatory. It's not, none of that is mandatory. There are some people that still want to wear it. Of course, they're more than welcome, but we do recommend what we call chic, evening chic. So nice, I call it nice iron shirt in the evening with a jacket without tie is fine. It's more like it's totally fine. Right. It's more of a, think about it as a club country casual style.
And there is anytime dining, and for those staying at suites, there is a private restaurant, a specialty dining specifically for suite guests, right?
Yeah.
Yes. In this restaurant, you're free to go whenever.
Or whenever they want.
It's literally like a specialty restaurant. It's,
Yep.
it's spectacular. It's, you know, the level of dining is definitely great.
Elevated.
And another question is, will you provide plant-based diet entries? Let me ask you something. So, okay, so at the restaurant that is specifically for suite guests, there are plant-based, right? They don't need to go to Blue, which is specifically for Aqua Class guests, right?
Right.
They have access to similar type of dining experience at this this restaurant, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. How many guests will Retweet be accommodating?
It's about 500, less than 500.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. I hope that answers the question. So again, those that are looking for that more private experience, you have that ship within the ship experience there.
Carlos, can I, since you're talking about Luminae, can I interject what one of my guests decided to do?
Sure.
They, she decided to upgrade from Aqua Class to Luminae because with the pandemic, she figured there'd be less guests in the Luminae and it'd be safer. So that's another thing to consider. If you don't want the big crowds and don't want to go to the main dining room, that's a very good reason, another reason to go into the suites.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think in general, definitely if you want to see less people, for sure, the retreat guests are going to have that experience because just as a concept, that's kind of part of the exclusivity of the retreat area. And so the restaurants are going to have less people. The areas, the public areas are going to have less people. In general, and Bo can confirm this, most likely, especially the first sailings are going to go with less capacity. So those ships are going to go at 50%. Just to start with, you're going to see less people. And
that is correct. That is correct, Carlos. You're absolutely correct there.
And some of the other questions have to do with dining and can you make reservations prior to sailing, and will reservations be required?
Well, if you're talking about specialty dining, there are options. You can pre-book them before you get on board, or you can book them on board. Your specialty dining are your specialty dining. So if you are already in Aqua Class, you have your own dining. If you are in the suite, you have your the Luminae, as we talked about. There are so many different options on board the ship to dine. And there is early dining, there is a select dining. You have different options based on your need and what you want. So
right.
it's all there for you.
And you can make reservations in advance, of course.
Absolutely.
And in terms of COVID restrictions, typical question about the masks and any other restrictions that you can share with our guests tonight, real quick.
Can you repeat that question? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
In terms of restrictions due to COVID, masks or any other restrictions that you might.
We heard so far, it's gonna. I just actually heard it just yesterday too. When it comes to masks, I think masks is going to be mandatory in certain areas. For example, if you are, in a closed area, the masks are going to be recommended or mandatory. They are not going to be, if you are in open areas, walking around, that they're not really, there's certain areas, again, are going to be, it all depends on where the flow is based on how many, people are around, what have you. But they're going to be monitoring, that's for sure. At the very beginning, that is. We don't know how long that is, but there are some areas, I don't have a specific on where the particular areas that they're going to be at, but we will actually have that available when we start sailing. That much I know. When you are sitting down and eating, you do not have to have the mask. The employees will have masks. The waiters and people that are servicing will have the mask, but not the people that are eating, obviously. You know, that's really,
in general, the expectation on board ship is going to be very similar to what you experience off board, like on land, right? So
on restaurants, yes, today's
right.
restaurants, most
So
likely.
if the current CDC recommendation is for you to be wearing masks, you know, on closed spaces, then that's the expectation when you're on board ships, right?
Yeah.
But I think all of that is going to change quickly as vaccinations continue to roll out, and
Right.
and going back to vaccinations, Celebrity did make clear that the crew will be vaccinated, right? So that is an unofficial statement.
That is absolutely out there already. We have definitely sent a broadcast message to all our employees that are working on the ship, that asking that question about the vaccine. Obviously, there are people, we have to respect everybody's belief and everybody's needs and whatever. So there are going to be somebody who's going to say, no, I can't do it. Like, you know, some people don't want to. But I think that's going to be something that we are already mandating right now. We don't have the final answer on that, but it's definitely something that we're going towards too.
Carol Johnson is asking us, will be able to do back-to-back cruises when cruises return?
I'm booking some back-to-back cruises today, so I know that it's not been stopped. So back-to-back cruises are simply going to be treated as they've always been. We've always been very careful about moving the person from one cabin to another, and from one ship to another. So that's not going to change. And as far as if there are, obviously we'll get back and we know more about whether the vaccination is going to be mandatory for everybody, then that's not going to be an issue. So it all depends on what we find. But right now we are booking them.
Another question that was sent prior to the start of the event. We have a cruise booked on February 13, 2022 from Hong Kong to Singapore in a suite. A refurb of the Solstice was scheduled to take place summer 2021. Is that refurb still on track to take place? Without the refurb, there is no retreat. Is that correct? It's a really good question. So is Solstice still on track to get refurbished?
Well, you know, the Revolution has the Revolution tagline or timeline has actually stopped since this whole thing started. So we are gonna pick up eventually when we start. So where does that gonna follow? I really don't have that date because we haven't started. So I can't make up a date today to give you. But as soon as we start, we would know. We'd have some kind of straight answers about when that's going to happen, and hopefully.
So by the way, for those here at our team at Luxury Cruise Connections, that was Brian Gibbons. Whoever is in contact with Brian, please let's find out when the actual refurbish date for Solstice is, and what's the most official timeline that we have right now, and we'll share it with Brian. We'll share that with you soon. Okay. Let's see, another question. Summit for February 2022. Do you expect that to happen?
February 22nd of 2022?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. We have, I don't have any answer to that. Yeah, as of right now, yes.
Okay, good.
There's no change to that.
I have read that some lines may require that you only dine with your party. Since I'm usually a solo traveler, that would ruin my trip. What is celebrity posture in this? Also, okay, then the other one was a question about the masks, which we already addressed. So, yeah, so the question is if will you be required to dine only with your party? And if you're a solo traveler, how does that go?
Well, as of right now, it's possible. If you ask me today, it'll be solo partners will be dining solo at this point. But things could change between now and then. Where if everybody is vaccinated, then that is not going to be an issue. So it all, again, depends on that magic word.
Okay. We will. I guess we'll know more than soon. I'm sure.
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure all of that is going to get figured out. I mean, of course, they're not going to force. I don't think they're going to force you to eat by yourself. I'm sure that there'll be options available for people that are okay, other solo travelers, and other people that are okay sharing tables with others. Anyway, all right. My cruise experience has only been with smaller ships. All right, we already addressed that. Sorry, guys, real quick. Will ships be filled to capacity now?
I think we talked about that. That's about right now, again, the answer today is that we're planning on starting with the ship at almost 50% capacity. So again, once we get in there and we know what's going on and how we're going to be doing this, getting started, then it might change a little bit, but right now that's the plan, 50%.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see. It seems that I'm having trouble getting visa credit from port taxes and fees, as well as FCC release from canceled cruises, so that they may be applied to rebooking.
We can take a look at that one-on-one. Yeah, we can take a look at that. Yeah, the case base. Yeah, just let us know. Send me whoever the agent is. Have her contact us, and we'll take a look at it.
Okay, we'll address that separately. Will Celebrity offer any reduced single supplements or no single supplement on any sailings end of 2021 or 2022?
That's a really good question. We have been talking about that, and we have been working on that a little bit. So stay tuned on some more to come.
Okay. Can the Retweet onboard credit be used for anything, or it has to specifically be used for shore excursions?
To be perfectly honest, and I'm going to be very, kind of blunt about this. Our system, we put in the onboard credit as a dollar amount. So we obviously suggesting to use it for short excursions because that's some people want to do that. But at the end of the day, when you're on board the ship and you use it for anything else, you can use it for anything else.
How are you managing shore excursions during the pandemic? Will be allowed to leave the ship on your own? What's the answer to that?
Well, if we're talking about the very first cruises that we're going to start, the first and second, probably third, we are going to follow whatever, the CDC plans are, which most likely going to be a bubble. That bubble most likely going to be specific short excursions, but we don't have all the details. So I'm just saying this is based on what overall conversations, but nothing is set in stone. So please understand this is nothing set in stone. It could all be changed. We could all be going back on cruising healthy and no problem. So we can all do whatever we want. But as of today, based on what we know, if this thing could go back with the CDC terms and conditions, then we might have the bubble. We might again have that bubble. Yes.
What about test cruises? Bo, I have a question about test cruises. When is that happening?
We don't have that. It is in plan, definitely in the plan, but we don't have that. We were hoping, to be perfect honest, we were hoping to start something by now. It was already hoped. That was honestly, February was a month that we were really, really hoping for that, but here we are. February's almost over. So again, I hate to say sorry. I hate to say that I am, I'm sorry that we can't have this answer straight, but it's wait and see.
Okay, I think I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna take a risk here and say that none of us will know anything about test cruises up until very last minute. That said, we did. What was the statistic that Dondra shared yesterday, Bo, about how many people have signed up for test cruises already?
Oh, for guest cruises?
For test cruises, yeah.
Oh, we have well, I don't have the number at the top of my head, to be honest either, but it was
huge number.
It was a big number. It was in thousands.
Like thousands and thousands of people have already signed up for test cruises. So what I think is going to happen is on a very last minute, they're just going to release it, and then people that can go will go, and then people that can't, make it and won't. But when they get announced, it's going to be on a very last minute basis. Michael said a little bit more of a statement than a question, but I do want to address it. He said we had 7 cruises canceled through 2021 and gave up, basically posting on 2021. Michael, I want you to know, don't give up. I mean, this cruises will, Celebrity will come back. Cruises will come back. There is way too many things that are just so close to happening that they will come back. And the good news is no matter what happens, your money's safe, right? Yeah. I mean, the cruise lines, financially, they're extremely stable. So it's not like you're at risk of losing that money. And so just, continue to have faith on and get your cabins booked, because like Bo's saying, availability is already very, very scarce. 2021 is highly booked, and 2022 is beating every expectation. So we continue to get comments from the cruise lines telling us that 2022 is tracking way better than expected. I mean, think about it. The expectation for 2022 was already based on 2019 numbers, which were already great. So keep that in mind. I mean, definitely block your space. Block your space, grab your cabins. You have so much flexibility to change or cancel that it really makes all the sense in the world to just block your space, grab your cabin, put your deposit, and at least you have the choice. This is what I like to tell my clients. I mean, booking now, what you're guaranteeing yourself is the choice, right? You're always going to have the best price, because you can always reprice and get you the best promotion. But you have the choice. You can always decide not to. But not doing it is not going to grant you the choice at the end when there's no availability, right?
The best price guarantee is your option here, because what you book today, and if something happens 3 months from now, 10 months from now, 6 months from now, the price goes down, you're still going to have it. That's the key about this. Otherwise, if it grows up high, you can't. So, and I think that is really what Carlos is trying to say, that you really are holding today's prices will never be the same as in when we open, when things are going, beautiful, which we can't wait.
I see Cindy is asking us, do you think sailings longer than 7 days will happen from January 2022 going forward? Cindy, I must say, the expectation is for 7-day cruises to happen way before the end of 2021.
July, that's the hope. July 3rd, that's the 4th of July. We're hoping to be celebrating on our ship. I can't wait.
Exactly. Michael commented in the group that he has 36 cruises under his belt, none of them with Celebrity. So, my friend,
Michael, it's time for you to jump ships. I'm challenging you. Time to jump ship, the real ship.
Carmen was asking me privately that she says usually goes on Aqua class, right? That's her preference. And how close?
My favorite too, by the way. My favorite. If I can afford suite, I will go to suite, of course. But that is my favorite. That's what I live for, to be honest.
So in general, Carmen, and I think this might help kind of answer your question. When you're in aqua class, you're in a veranda, which is great, but you don't have the space of the suite, right? So when you go up to suites, of course, you have the space in your accommodation, and then you have access to this special retreat area, which are the private pool, the private garden, these private areas that are specifically only for the lounge, only for retreat guests. So the aqua class is a great experience, definitely a must for those that are not on suites, kind of the next step down. But the suite experience is going to give you just a little bit more of that space, a little bit more of that exclusivity, and the Luminaire, which is the restaurant for suites, is even more elevated experience than Blue. So those retreat guests get priority seating for nightly entertainment.
Yes, absolutely. They get priority check-in, priority debarkation, priority embarkation, priority, and they have their own little areas within the theaters that are already blocked just for them. So yes, just for them.
And Christopher DiMuzio is sharing that he says, I've experienced MSC Yacht Club and Celebrity Retreat. Retreat has it beat hands down, and I don't work for Celebrity. So thank you.
All right, man, whoever that is, you got $50 on board credit. Send me your booking.
You're still gonna get.
I didn't say I didn't even pay him. I'm just gonna pay him now.
What celebrities plan for Australia, New Zealand itinerary for 2022? What do you know, Bo?
What do I know? We're planning on going to that beautiful part of the world. The Down Under is one of my favorite places. I've been there 3 times, and I can tell you, if you haven't done it, it's time to block that you'll hold your cruise with the best people that I'm dealing with right now. So do book your cruise for that beautiful part of the world. It's a magical place too.
Going forward, will vaccination eliminate the need for negative tests? That's a good assumption. No, there's no official statement on that, Stephen, but that's definitely a good assumption. It's one thing for the vaccination. It's one thing for the vax, but what about all the cruise ports and your country's travel restrictions? That's a challenge. Michael, yes, that's true. Countries are, it is the expectation that countries will most likely start asking for vaccination to be able to go there. There's several countries. There's at least a list of at least 7 countries that have officially demanded for vaccination to be a requirement to be able to go to their country. So yes, that's a challenge. But even if the country is not going to require it, the cruise lines, Celebrity, for example, is working very closely with all these countries to arrange for to be able to actually dock there and get passengers off. So that's definitely being taken care of.
Believe it or not, the other countries are just as willing and wanting for all of us to go back to our normal lives. So they are doing just as much as we are to get back to what we do best, and it's cruising and catering to the guests that go there. So they are just working as hard as we are. So we feel that when we are ready, they're going to be ready as well.
So there's 9 countries that will not allow anything.
George from Luxury Cruise Connections, do me a favor. Elizabeth Thomas, I believe, has a question about the summit refurbishment date. So she also has, she's also booked on one of those. So please get.
What about summit? What about summit for refurbishment? What do you think?
The date for refurbishment for the summit.
Oh, Summit has been already revolutionized.
There you
She
go.
is
Okay,
amazing. Summit and Millennium and Summit, Millennium, Silhouette, and what's the other one? Third one, the fourth one. Equinox. All of those have been already revolutionized to the level of the beautiful edge cloths that are amazing.
Perfect. So there's already a separate retreat area for those guests.
Yes. Yes.
Retreat experience. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. That's great news. Okay, good. Bo, we have a very dear client of ours that he loves champagne, but real champagne. Okay, real champagne. And we want to know if when staying on suites at Celebrity, the retreat, if champagne is included or if that's an additional charge.
Well, as far as I know, premium beverage package includes everything, all the drinks. So If there is one-on-one, something that's specific that I need to add, to find out, we can actually talk about that as well, based on the booking, so that we make sure.
Okay. So this is we're going to follow up with you, Stan. Thank you for the question. We'll follow up with you on that question. We'll send you the actual list of brands of sparkling and champagne that are included with
yeah, on the premium beverage package. Absolutely. It's listed also on the premium beverage package. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, and we have Sue. Sue's raising her hand. Sue, I'm going to get to you in just a minute. I'm trying to go through these questions real quick first. So I'm just hang in there for a second. I'll get back to you. I'll get back with you in a second. If someone gets sick on board a ship, with something infectious, what action will Celebrity take?
Well, according to the last I heard, the ship will have to turn around immediately. That much I know.
Okay. Well, I do know that based on the latest protocols that you guys put in place, there are agreements with some of the ports to debark those guests and and contain those guests separately, so that you don't necessarily have to turn the ship around right now. Is that correct?
I honestly did not hear that, so I will have to look into that. I'll get you the right answer, but that is what I know about returning immediately. But I don't think we're going to go there, because we're not going to sail when that is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why we're holding this hold. That's why we are waiting this long, because we don't want that to happen.
Right. Okay, let's do this. Okay, real quick. What about Solstice? Solstice is not refurbished yet, right? We said
Solstice. Not yet. No, not yet.
Okay, so Elizabeth, George is going to get back to you on that question. Make sure that you have the answer specifically.
But I want you to know that every single ship has either been on some kind of a dry dock so far. So every ship that we have right now is absolutely beautifully ready to go, from the cleanliness to the beautiful design, no matter what, whether they've been on the Revolution or not. I want to stress upon the Revolution. The Revolution was not to change the ship from because of whatever. The Revolution was to enhance the ship to the level of edge. That is the Revolution and what is taking place. But the current status of the ships are absolutely phenomenally beautiful.
Okay, we have some questions, some hands here. So Sue, why don't we go ahead and unmute you? Please go ahead and ask your question as soon as you unmute yourself.
That is it. She did that on purpose. Hey, Sue, I can see you. She's looking.
I can see you.
She probably didn't do it on purpose, but you can see if you raise your hand, Sue. Do you have a question? That's okay if you're not. That's okay.
Lena, we're going to be with you in a second.
You just have to unmute yourself. You're still muted, so we can't hear you.
There you go.
Okay.
Now,
is it me that you thought I raised my hand? Okay.
Yes.
I am very interested in Celebrity. I have never sailed on Celebrity. Mostly I've sailed on Holland. I've been on Norwegian. I did one cruise on Royal Caribbean, and I will never go on that again.
That's a big ship with a lot of things, yes.
Okay, I have, or had up until today, a cruise in Italy on Azamara in May.
Okay.
That was canceled as of today.
Okay.
So, and right now, Royal Caribbean no longer owns Azamara.
That's right.
So now I have to decide whether I'm going to get their cruise credits or get my money back.
Okay. Well, you have the choice.
Okay.
So are we taking care of you right now? Are you your current guest?
I've been trying to connect with George.
Okay.
And we just haven't connected yet, but he sent me this link so that I could view this conversation today.
Good.
Okay. So George is listening to you, and so we'll make sure to connect with you right after and make sure we address that. We'll share with you the options. look, as a Mara, although not a part of Royal Caribbean anymore, you know, I must say they're great partners of ours as well. So I definitely want to say, don't be scared of the fact that they're not part of the Royal Caribbean group anymore. I think your decision needs to be made based on what each one of these cruise lines offer, you know, the pros and cons of each. And George will do an incredible job at sharing with you all the information that you need to make the most educated decision on that.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'd love to have you on Celebrity Cruises. You are more than welcome anytime.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thanks.
Thank you.
Lynn, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay. First of all, Sue, and anybody that has not been on Celebrity, we've been with Celebrity since before it was Celebrity.
Oh, Chanders, you got it.
I will tell you, we've been on Holland America, we've been on Oceania.
Love you.
Beat the food or the service on Celebrity. I'll tell you that right now.
Can I record that way? It's already recorded, right? That's awesome. Thank you.
No.
And I haven't paid her. I haven't paid
questions. I have two questions.
Please.
For one, I want to know, with all these benefits that you're giving, which are wonderful, what happens to the benefits that we have at Captain's Club? That's my first question. My second question, or a statement, because I don't understand, being a boater myself for over 30 years, I don't understand why, and having been affected by some of these things and going to Canada, why you don't electronically check in with Canada or change your route, which many times I've been on ships that has been done, so you don't have to go to Vancouver. When we have a cruise planned for, it's a land cruise planned for June.
So, yes.
Two questions, and I'll wait to answer your answer. Thank you.
No, thank you so much for asking. Both questions are absolutely wonderful. Thank you for the comment as well. Let me address the, I think the one that I remember the last, the cruise tour. The cruise tour, we are actually, unfortunately, with the cruise tours, right now, there's so many logistics for us to actually change the entire, I guess, the entire itinerary. We are really a lot of logistics with the land tour portion with it. So having said that, that's unfortunately the only reason why we can't do much with cruise tours. But with just the cruise itself, for example, we have the ship that leaves Seattle round trip but visits Victoria. So we are trying to figure out a way to do exactly similar what you said, an idea of the electronic thing. So we don't have to go in there, but yet they will allow us to just dock and leave. We don't have to actually get off. Yes, we are working on that. So whether it's going to be a done deal or not, we are still working with the CDC on that portion too. So, but you have good ideas, and yes, definitely something that we have been exploring. Thank you. So what was the first one?
The one was what are the we always had wonderful.
Oh yes, the Captain's Club benefits.
Yeah. Okay.
That have not changed at all. If anything, we're enhancing. So you have nothing to worry about that. You will absolutely still love it. Enjoy what you have had and more.
So for example,
I can guarantee that we are inventing it. Yes.
For example, if you used to get some extra perks because of your status, right?
Yeah.
And some of these perks are included, then either those perks are going to be enhanced or you're going to get some other stuff. But you'll definitely, celebrities being very careful about making sure that as they elevate the experience for the entire, for all the guests, that those that have the status feel even more elevated.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well, we won't mind being more elevated. Thank you.
Absolutely, you deserve it. Look at you, you deserve it. Our Captain's Club members, obviously, their loyalty, it means so much to us. And we've always. So whether you just got on board with us or been with us, we make sure that you have the best vacation.
Okay, all right. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Lynn. Appreciate your comments as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Okay, wow. I want you guys to, okay, we did have one question that is skipped at the beginning. We have, I believe he's a South African businessman, has a Bonfire Adventures from Kenya. I'm sorry, not South Africa, but Kenya. He wanted to make a statement about the potential that celebrity has, or that cruising has, for the middle class and upper class African population or Kenyan population. Real quick, Bo, do you know if by any chance celebrities making any plans of creating some specific promotions for that market? Do you know any of that, or maybe that's not in your wheelhouse?
Well, I'm not sure about specific. I think I'm not really clear on the question itself. Are you saying international or?
I think it's a very specific question about the African market. So we'll address that separately. We'll address that after the event. We'll reach out.
I mean, I can say generally speaking, African market or all other markets to us are important. Everybody is important, so we are definitely huge in inclusion, and we definitely, that is really one of our biggest focus. So yeah. If you see all our marketing efforts are also, it's pretty much, overall, it's nothing really specific. So you will see a lot of that in our marketing efforts.
And I want to see celebrities selling more the African waters. That's I don't see enough of that.
That I would like to, yeah, going down that far, yes. But that's a lot of miles there to get there. Yeah. So it's all. But we did actually do some African safari. Remember, we did some African safari, but it was a really while back where it was really tough. There were some cruises that are into the combination with African safari. We did that a few years ago. Maybe we'll explore it again.
Yeah. Stephen agrees. We want to see celebrity visiting Africa and Indian Ocean, and
we love that too.
Yeah. So, Stephen, we're pushing for that. So we'll see. We have a question from Stanislav. So Stanislav, go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, I did. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So I asked about champagne. So like champagne, so we usually go on something more expensive like Silver Seas or Seaborn, because champagne all the time. But because before I used to have to pay difference. So in the premium package, you have to pay like the difference between the champagne price and the package itself, which covered. Yeah, I have no idea how the system now. But my question actually is about the loyalty as well. So this is what lady asked before me. She had a question about this all benefits they have. One of the biggest benefits before was like this social hours, I believe, like it's from like 5 until 7.
Yep.
Which they have free drinks. Which was very nice because like sometimes you need to have package. You can basically, because it was quite expensive to buy this package, and we had like this, had enough 3-4 drinks, and you probably like probably have like enough for your evening. But now, since everything is already included, it's kind of become obsolete actually. So because what's the point to go there? I mean, you can still go socialize, but you can socialize any place in the ship with other people. So what do you like planning to do with benefit? Because actually this was the best benefit from all loyalty program side, like I say with everyone almost. So it probably was the best one you had. Now it's kind of redundant with all this free like alcohol laws. So what are you gonna do about this really? How are you gonna enhance something like because I think it's like what is it, Elite Plus already? So I think I still have like now free coffee, I believe, but I don't know, coffee part of the package now, specialty coffees, or they have to pay for this. When you have just package from you, like which is included, is the coffee included, like specialty one, like something like latte, or you have to pay for this?
Well, again, yes, you are right about the always included. It includes the beverage package. Okay. And that's what I answered Lynn. That was part of Lynn's question. when I say
Yeah.
that we have enhanced that too for you, for the Captain's Club. We took that, what the program was, and we added things that we didn't have, that you will see also added there. I don't have the list in front of me, but I can look it up quickly, but it is a long list, and it is available to you on the cruise.com.
Oh, you have it already. Okay.
If you go to celebritycruise.com and you click on the Captain's Club, then you will see that what's already out there, and we are going to continue, obviously, enhancing it more and more as we go along based on what we see that we can do. So trust me on that our Captain's Club members have always been and will always be, I would say top a little bit up more than everybody else because of their loyalty. It's only logical. I would say it's only fair because they invest in us. We make sure that we invest in them as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for the answer.
Absolutely.
But I took away the answer about champagne. I would like to know what kind of champagne included there. So, because usually I have this kind of, I sometimes make decisions. It depends what kind of good champagne. Now, actually, Norwegian cruise line, they have a bit call. So it's like, they put in the package. So it's like, I want to see what celebrity has.
Oh, you can't compare the two. I'm just going to be very honest there. You can't compare celebrity with that one. So I'm going to leave it at that.
I know.
I'm going to be professional and leave it at that. You can't compare celebrity with that. So. I
know.
But Stan, we will for sure get back to you on that because
thank you very much.
I'm curious myself. So we'll get that list of exactly which ones are included and make sure we share that with you. I agree, that's important.
Yeah, Lynn, it's 5 o'clock. So Lynn is dead. I can't believe it's 5 o'clock. Thank you, Lynn.
We've had an incredible session today. I mean, it's been super informative, a lot of engagement, a lot of questions, all very good questions. Hopefully many of you had an opportunity to specifically connect with one of our advisors, your Luxury Cruise Connections, for further questions. Anything that is very specific or particular to your reservation or your case, feel free to share with us. Look, even if you didn't book with Luxury Cruise Connections, we stand firm to our mission as a luxury cruise agency to take care of our clients, and even not our clients, just take care of people and make sure their travel dreams come true. So even if you didn't book with us, but you have questions, please reach out. We'll be happy to help. Okay, we're here for you.
I just want to point out, both of us, Carlos behind him is actually the retreat. And you see where Carlos is sitting in the retreat? And so am I sitting on one of those beautiful lounges in the retreat, also right behind us. So we welcome you to the retreat. I do want to say thank you so much for your time and your energy with all the questions. They're all beautiful questions and all right questions. Thank you again and we look forward to seeing you on board our ship. Carlos, you want to end?
If you have any other questions that come up after we're done with this session, feel free to email us. You got the confirmation for the invitation for the event. You can reply to that confirmation, type your question. We'll be happy to answer and connect you with one of our advisors and help you with that. Right after this, you will receive the certificate for the additional onboard credit. That's combinable with all the current promotions that we have going on for celebrities. So that's more value there. And we thank you from the bottom of our heart for being here and being a part of today's event. We truly enjoy it. We do this because we very much look forward to sharing information with our clients. We know that all of you guys out there are very anxious to know what's going on, what's going to happen. So that's why we do this. And we look forward to welcome you on Celebrity Retreat and welcome you in the Luxury Cruise Connections family. And thank you for being here. And again, any more questions, please feel free to send us an email on it. Okay. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, all of you guys that are here.
Thank you.
Bye, Bo. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Take care.
Thank you, ladies.